Okay, look, I don't have a script for this. I'm just going to freestyle, okay? But you are going to be hated on every day as an artist. So, what do I basically mean by this, okay? What I mean you're going to be hated on every day. What I mean is like you're not going to be hated on every day, not just as an artist, right? As a YouTuber, a gamer, whatever your dreams are, you going to have haters, bro. Especially when you are posting it online for other people to see. Like the thing about it is like here I'm gonna focus on art, okay? When it comes to art, right? It's like it doesn't matter what I draw, it doesn't matter how I draw it. Someone is always going to hate on it. Like for example, do you know how many times I got comments talking about some Gunnar art style, Gunnar art style, Gunnar art style? Like bro, how is this a Gunnar art style? Like honestly, it's just annoying sometimes. But like that's how it is for like everybody who posts online trying to make a name for themselves online. Because originally I was like, dang, bro, it's crazy, it's terrible. But I realized I'm not alone in this struggle. Like, like people will find anything to hate on you about. That's why it's best to just try to make your own community and find your own community of people who are in the same niche as you. Because the thing about it is, you can be the most popular like YouTuber, streamer, VTuber, and someone will always, even if you're the nicest person around, someone's always going to find somewhere, some way to hate on you. And the reason is like there are so many reasons for it. Like sometimes they're jealous of you. Sometimes they don't want you to succeed. They want you to be in the same level where they're at when they, weren't able to achieve their dream or they didn't have the, will to keep continuing because they also got hate. But one of the biggest reasons, or like one of like, it's not even a reason at all. Sometimes people just hate just to hate. There's no logic, there's no emotion or like behind it. It's just they hate just to hate because the way they see it, when I like, I've even talked to some of these people. The way they see it is like, why, like, too many celebrations, too many people being like, oh yeah, you can go get it. Why do that if I can just hate on the person? And like these people have this tendency to be like, well, you can't see me behind the screen, so you can't get to me. So in other words, I can just keep making multiple accounts and bully you for your art style, the way you record, the way you talk, the way you do everything, and you can't do anything. It doesn't matter if you block me. I know your account, so I'll just make an alternative account, right? And like you're going to encounter these people and the way to deal with them is well by one blocking them, two, try reporting them, and three, just ignore them. And as you build your community through all like the hard, tough blood and sweat years, you will have so many people who are supporting you that they just block out all the haters. And that's what my journey is about. I remember when I was posting my art back when COVID was a thing. Do you know how many hate comments I got? I'm talking about so many hate comments about everything. Oh, the anatomy is not right. This is not right. And the thing you also gotta watch out for when it comes to haters, you see, the random person who has like what, 23 followers on their account who's talking mad trash about you on their, no post, no picture profile account. Here's the thing: you're gonna encounter 100 of them, and they're all gonna have the same, words, but the people who are the biggest haters you will ever see in your life are the people in the same niche as you. Here's the thing: you're gonna encounter people who are in the same like thing as you, right? And they're gonna want to collab, talk. You're gonna make friends, right? But sometimes it really is the people who are in the same niche as you, right? I'm gonna tell you a little story, right? So there was this person, right? They've been drawing longer than I am, and like I'm over here drawing. I'm still in the phase where I'm experimenting with my art style, right? I still want to do things. I want to have things look the way a certain way, but it doesn't turn out to be that way, right? And every single time that I would post, they would comment on, oh, the anatomy this, the color that, there's no shading. And the thing about it is, I told them that I was a beginner artist, and like, I only asked their opinion one time for my art. And then they just kept bombarding me with stuff. They kept commenting on my, page, and there was no hint of, hey, you're amazing, but would you like, hear some of this criticism? Or hey, it's good and amazing, but not to be rude. Would you like to hear some of this and that? They never asked, they just commented. They never DM'd me, they just commented. And sometimes, when we were DMing, when we were talking about art, they would again talk about how the way I draw. And this is like before I even got to the place I'm at now with my art style, how and my art, skills. Because the thing about it is, about these haters who are in the same niche as you, the better you get, like here's the thing. When they hate on you, don't focus on the things they're hating. Just keep continuing to do what you are doing, like whether it's drawing, streaming, YouTube. Just keep continuing, because what they're trying to do, like sometimes maybe they may be doing it on accident, other times really not. But what they're trying to do is to get you to focus on something, right? Now, let's say you're a YouTuber, and like a person in the same niche as you when it comes to YouTube is talking about your editing skills, right? You're gonna be so focused on those editing skills that it eats you up inside. It burns you out, and that's how it was when they kept talking about my anatomy. It was burning me out. I literally spent nights and hours trying to perfect my anatomy, because they would say stuff like, "Oh, well, this character has 3 fingers. Human characters are supposed to have 5 and stuff." And then it got to a point where I just started ignoring them. You want to know what happened when I started ignoring them? Everything went even better for me. Everything started going up. My art was improving. The way I felt about it was improving. I got good. They kept commenting, but the better my art got, the less they stopped commenting, because it's not that they can see the flaws in it. Because don't get me wrong, there were still flaws in it. It's just that it got good to the point where there really weren't flaws in it. So then they stopped commenting, and I really never heard from that person really ever again. I don't know whatever happened to them, but that just goes to show you, like, some of the biggest haters you'll ever encounter are the people in your field, and sometimes you may not even know it until you just like stop doing what you're doing and you really think about it, until you really go back to those Discord messages or the DM messages, and you truly see this person for who they are. So just continue to keep doing what you're doing. Don't care what other people say. Make your community, and you will find those people who love you. It's gonna be hard, but what did Nico Robin, when she was little and she met that giant, I forgot his name? What did he say?
You'll find friends who won't ever leave you. No matter who you are, ain't no one born into this world to be alone.
And it's true. Look, you may not have the YouTuber, group, or Minecraft YouTuber duo group person you want. You may not have, the art group that you want right now, but if you just keep going at it, someday you will find those people. You will find those people, and when you do, you will have the time of your life. Please like and subscribe. Tell me what you thought about the video. And honestly, just comment down below how your journey as an artist, a YouTuber, a musician has just been going. Okay, I'm all ears.